as you talk,
As-
I'm sure, yeah.
Oh, okay. Normally, the body is first received at the reception bay. So from there, it's when you'll see if the body will maybe need encoughing or maybe unbraiding or maybe debudding, the shaving thing. So the relatives will request either there and then or thereafter. As they come to view, they can request just before. But normally, the best time to maybe do unbraiding is
Shaving.
Okay. For shaving, you can do it later because it is believed and it is practically proved that the hair, the beards will again regenerate.
So they still grow even if the person is dead.
If the person is dead. So the hair cells don't die. They don't die. So you'll find that if you shave the body, and the body should be collected after the 14 days, you'll find that the beards have again regenerated. Yeah, they've grown again. So the best time to shave is just before dispatch, maybe a day before dispatch. But for unbraiding, the best time is during the embalming process.
So you're saying that for a lady, maybe a dead lady, sometimes akona nywele ziko braided.
Yeah.
Then you come and sit down and unbraid that hair.
Not really sitting down. As I've said, during embalming process, where after the body is brought in, the first thing you do is you undress the body, put it on the embalming table in the embalming lab. Then after that, you disinfect the body. Then just immediately after embalming, you can now unbraid. Why? After fixation, the skin tends to harden. It hardens. So if you take long, when you come to unbraid, you'll find that the hair plaques. So you should do that while the skin is still flexible.
Fresh. Yeah.
So that's the best time to unbraid.
So you can unbraid a dead body for like 1 hour?
Depending
on what
the kind
they
of
have.
braids. Depending on the kind of braids they have.
And according also to the family's demand?
Yeah.
Wow.
So maybe if they said you shave, you don't need to take precautions. You just shave. Yeah. But if it's unbraiding, like some are very specific. They say unbraid, don't shave. Yeah.
And how much do you charge for that?
Well, both shaving and unbraiding is 1,000 bob, which is not given in cash. As
It's
in,
also
with
paid
their
to-
tenants are not to be given any cash, as in you don't take any cash. What happens is all the money, that's a service on its own.
Yeah.
So the money should be banked,
It's banked
just like any other bill.
to the parlor's account.
Yeah.
And then you're later paid
Yeah.
in bulk now.
No, we are not later paid as in such, but they come in terms of commissions later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And at what point do you apply makeup maybe for?
During the last presentation, final presentation, so to say. Because if you apply makeup before you dress the body, the makeup will stain the clothing. So you apply after
dressing.
you've dressed the body.
Oh, before it goes for viewing.
Before, not for viewing. Before it goes for burial.
For burial.
So for viewing, what we do is just, apply simple liquid paraffin, as in just to make the body presentable. But you don't do makeup. You don't do makeup for viewing, because you're not dressing the body, or you've not dressed the body rather. Yeah.
Okay. And which branch of medicine is that called?
Well, that's mortuary practice. It's mortuary science. So in mortuary we have the art part of it, and we have the science part of it.
Yeah.
So the science part of it comes during embalming, and the art part of it comes during reconstruction. For example, we have mutilated bodies for accidents.
Accidents, yeah.
Yeah, for accidents, and we have we also have bodies which are maybe decomposing or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so reconditioning. That's now reconditioning, as in, to counter the smell or the odor rather. Yeah, something of the sort. Yeah.
And on your part, yourself as a human being, do you find it so hard for you to perform such duties?
Well, me, what I say is mortuary practice is a call. You can't do it for money. If you are doing it for money, then you'll find yourself engaging in things which people believe everybody in the mortuary practice do. Like, for example, abusing drugs. That is use of bang, being an alcoholist or something. But some of us have never tasted alcohol, let alone drinking. So once it's a call, after you leave Cheromo, let's say, you leave everything about Cheromo here. So some of us have never even had nightmares. It's normal. It's our way of life. Yeah, so it's not hard.
Yourself, do you drink?
Never.
You've never drunk?
I've never drunk. I've once tested, yes, but not because I'm doing
Drinking
this.
concern.
Yeah, I did that, just to pass time once in my life.
Which is the hardest part of your career that you've ever experienced since you started this work?
Well, at first, before I got used to, reconstruction, whereby maybe you get a mutilated body, completely mutilated. Let's say the head is crushed. For example, somebody was run over by a truck or a train rather. So, getting that body, getting that face intact, as in to bring in the original look of that person. It used to be
Disturbing? Or?
Yeah, disturbing. But with the time, it goes with the experience. The more you get those cases, the more experienced you become. So, like for now, I can do a totally crushed body for so long as you have a photo of that person. I can bring back.
Before they were crushed?
Yeah, before they crash. I can bring out the original look of that person.
Like you're molding the person back to.
Yeah, you do everything to bring the original look of that person. Yeah, with the help of the items used for reconditioning, reconstruction. As I've said, it's a science and an art.
Yeah.
You must be creative.
How many bodies do you deal with in a day or two, in a week?
Like personally or the facility?
Personally.
Well, it depends. Like, for example, we have sections. Here we are sitting at the lounge. There's a dispatch area whereby if you are there, your work is to dispatch. Already dressed, as in the final product. The bodies are now, you're just leading the relatives. We have the body reception bay, where the work of the person there is just to receive the bodies. We have the embalming lab, where now the person there, his is to embalm. Then we might have somebody at the dispatch whose work is maybe to unbraid and debad, and maybe to dress, the bodies for, or, late deliveries. For those people who have brought in the clothing items and coffin, maybe on the same day dispatch.
Okay, so it depends on the shift you are in.
Yeah, it depends on the section. We have a duty rota whereby you just know today I'm in this area.
For how long have you been doing this?
Well, personally, dealing with the human remains, it's now 14 years.
14 years.
I started when I was in class 6. I learned from my late grandpa. So at Roma here, it's now 3 years.
3 years, yeah?
Yeah, I was trained here. So I've been employed here because I trained here. So I have a certificate in mortuary science and practice.
From Nairobi University?
From Nairobi University.
How old were you when you were in class 6?
I was in class 6. That was 11 years.
11 years?
Yeah.
So they your grandfather traditionally used to handle?
Not traditionally.
He used to be a...
Well, I can't really trace where I got the skills from, but he used modern method of embalming.
At home?
At home. Locally, at home.
Oh.
He didn't use herbs. He used to use the normal formalin that we use today.
Oh, okay.
He could do reconstruction as we do today.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, he was a vet. He was a vet. He started in Uganda, then came to Kenya. But he had all the skills, both in veterinary medicine and human anatomy.
Anatomy, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.